We're going to be talking about Project Spark, Ori and the Blind Forest, Halo Master Chief Edition, Halo 5, and ID at Xbox. I had seen a little bit of Project Spark back in the day of when it first announced for the Xbox, and to me it was an interesting concept of the way that the game environment changes or you are able to choose your own adventure. Now they showed a little bit more of the main characters. Now I actually thought, and I quite liked them, they looked a little bit like Disney Infinity characters, the way they were modelled. And at first when the name wasn't revealed and you had the main character running up to it, I was like, oh, it's gonna be a Disney Infinity game, like more extra add-ons, yay! But no, it showed stuff like one character, it looks like they were choosing one character from another. So like this ball of light was talking from a female point of view and it was making this whole level for this guy to play and enjoy. And then it switched to the girl who actually was the spark, and the guy was the spark instead. And he created the level for them to play. Now if this is what you can do in the game, and there are millions and millions of them, this is going to be interesting. Saying that there's over 100 million 1 million creators, and this is awesome. If this means that this is something that you can create, or this is a million levels they put in to kind of uniquely change it, then this is something cool. They also had a galaxy mode, and again it looked a lot different because I thought it was mainly just going to be swords and normal stuff. But in the trailer when they showed like different weapons on like this castle turret thing, it was absolutely fantastic because there was like a laser cannon. So I'm thinking that this one is going to be a unique game that nothing's going to ever touch for a long time, not unless Sony or Nintendo do something very similar. One thing I did like was Conker. Now if you don't know, Conker has been in Conker's Bad Fur Day. There is a lot of stuff, and he was at the end, and the way that he was interacting, I actually found this very funny. I thought it was something unique, and again I'm going to say unique and cool quite a lot in these videos, and it made me go, wow, does that mean they're just jumping straight into the next game? Is this something going to be another Conker's game that's coming out? But no, this is where you can actually have him in your game, or you can control him. So this is going to be for the nostalgia version. Yes, this is a very good selling point, and I was like, I'm very much thinking of buying this game now just to play as Conkers or to have him in my game. So again, this is very good marketing, and this is putting towards a game forward to me that I really want to play. Again, I had no intention of getting it to play. Now, the next one was Halo the Master Chief Edition. Now, I'm not a huge Halo fan. I have never been, and I'm not going to turn around and be like, I love this game! Funny face. But when I was listening to what they were doing, having all for Xbox One before Halo 5 comes out, having Halo 1, 2, 3 and 4, and literally having it so it's like a memory game, and I think that's really cool. Not like a memory as in you've got to choose stuff, but way I'm guessing is if you play it from 1 to 4, you have the like cutscenes where you can turn around and he'll be talking about stuff and you reliving this and you're playing all the games. The way the opening when Master Chief was flying through space and literally had a bomb, was like, boom, there you go, have that one, and the way the shit blew up and he was talking about his memories, I thought this was a really good concept. They were saying you could have a custom playlist, so I'm hoping what they're going to be doing is literally if you like some levels from one game and you don't like it from another, you can basically build them up, and this will create a unique, different playing thing. This means that you could really up Halo to multiple things and actually have many more levels to make it a completely different game, so it's not towards what your friends have played or what you've played in the past. What they've done is with the Halo Anniversary Edition, they did a few things. I don't know what they did with the first one, and the second one is they were putting in a map, so you could either play a new advanced version of the map, better graphics, or you could play the old one and have a classic one to give that nostalgia feeling. And I think, wow, this is impressive. They've not changed anything from it. It is the multiplayer from 10 years ago. And normally a lot of game companies, when they see this, they change it up just to make it different. And people go like, oh, I really hate it. But with this one, you have the same experience you had 10 years ago. And that to me is something that they're not just upping it and wanting to make money, they're listening to the fans. This is what makes me want to play these games, want to promote them, to talk about them, because if they're doing it for the fans and what they loved, then that's it. It's something that they are listening to, and that's what a lot of companies should do. They should listen to the fans, they should do everything, and I'm happy about this. So there's only got, I think, another 100 maps as well in this, and it's all at full 1080p, probably 60 frames per second, everything normally, and to me, that was just icing on the cake. And one thing I liked, they did actually say is, oh my god, there is 4,000 gamer points in there. Now, I am a massive gamer achievement whore, and if I was a massive Halo fan, I would love to have that 4K. That would be possibly one of the best things I'd have on there as an achievement thing, being completely going, look at what I've got, guys. In the collection, you're also getting something leading up to Halo 5, which is the Halo Nightfall. Now, directed by Ridley Scott, and it leads up to 5, as I said, it leads up to Halo 5, it's at 60 frames per second, and to have this, again, if I'd known all this back in college, years ago when Halo Advanced Combat, or whatever came out, you know, and said this, I reckon no one would believe me how far it's gone, and especially getting like Ridley Scott to direct it. This is awesome. This is giving the fans something amazing to actually just pre-order straight away, and I know everyone's going to be getting it. So again, well done to the guys at Halo for doing this. I'm actually quite impressed. So yeah, you proved me wrong back when I said in college it was going to be a really bad game and never ever going to come out. But well done. I liked it. I was intrigued, and again, it's hard to impress me when it comes to certain games, especially a game that I put my mind against I didn't like. But definitely those games are coming out. Ori and the Blind Forest. Now, recently, I think you have The Child of Light, which was an Xbox game, arcade game, and then also you had Dust, which are beautiful games. I was impressed, and this whole Ori and the Dark and the Blind Forest, just looking at the graphics alone made me go, wow. It felt very soft, it felt very subtle, and it felt very deep. And after watching just a little bit of the trailer and having like this Guardian, whatever it is, or Ori, I'm guessing his name Ori, the little squirrel guy, and this like big like little monster, it felt really nice. It felt interactive. It felt like they'd been long lost friends and they finally found each other. And just the way the game was, it impressed me to the point of where I really wanted to buy it, or at least look at how it is and actually follow the story up. I know that if I was at E3, I'd be playing it probably right about now, seeing what it's like. This game impressed me a lot to the point where I can see a lot more games like this, especially like Dust and Children of Light, to come out with. They're not hard graphics, they're literally like an animation, like you're watching an anime or playing an anime, and just literally just breezing through very gently, but actually having a very deep, rich tone in the game scheme, the colors, and also a very rich story, which I'm really looking forward to. And this big owl thing that popped down, and this Ori wave is going like, come at me, come on, I can take it. You know, it just seemed that a little creature against a big creature, and the little creature was like, I'm not afraid of you, come get me. Very impressed, guys, very impressed. ID at Xbox, and this was actually quite cool. They were talking about having like a development where you could develop your own games. Now, they shot on a load of games which I couldn't even write down because the trailer was way too fast, but it was a way of having people develop stuff, like you see arcade games, indie games, actually come and work on Xbox One. Like giving development kit. Now, if you don't know what a development kit is, this is how they develop games. This is how they get the coding right. This is how it works, rather than just willy-nilly making something. And having something like this boosts the entire whole gaming world, because if you're a developer game and you want to learn it, or if you've done interactive game design like myself and you want to start making your own games and you want it on Xbox One, then you can start working on it and you can spend a while just working on everything and making it work really nicely. Now, they have hundreds, I think, games coming out at the moment, and some of them caught my eye to the point where they're just up there, almost like the big guys themselves. But it's something where you can play again. It probably won't be that much to buy them or to do whatever you want with them, but this was something quite intriguing to me. I enjoyed seeing all these games. They were flashing up really quickly. I couldn't even name them all, but there were some there that kind of got me. Now, I actually thought originally the team names were the actual names of the game. So I saw one called Team Colorblind, and I thought that one, Project Colorblind, I thought that was an awesome title for a game, because it was just black, it was just white with black lines and just red, and I thought, wow, that's actually cool. That's one that stuck out the most for me, and that's the one that I would possibly want to buy and play the most out of that. But I like the way that Xbox or Microsoft now are actually giving power to the creator to actually develop this without having to go out and buy an expensive dev kit to actually just produce these games. Now, pretty much anyone could also jump into this. I don't know if you have to pay for it or if it's just completely free, but to actually develop games yourself, that gives everyone a big huge advantage, which I think is awesome. Let me know, which one are you excited for? Are you excited for all of them or just one in particular? Let me know down below in the comments. If you've liked this video, like, favorite, comment, subscribe. Check out the other videos which are coming out today. So, and there we go. Love there. So there you go, guys. I will see you in the next video.